Alright, I'm back. If anyone was there earlier, sorry about that. I had a little mess up with my audio, and then someone was banging on the window. It just went out of hand for a second there. So here we go. We're going to start over. So hello everyone, Jeremy here, broadcasting on Nabernax. Thanks for checking in, and welcome to the documented daily events live stream. That's right, I document them, as anyone will see on the channel, for various reasons we will get into at some point, or discovered. So it's the first day of May. I missed the daily events yesterday, so I'm going to do them now. I have, I think, 5 hours left to get them done. So let's get into it. So I'm taking my double detonator ranger. I call it the ultimate combo build because it uses the last argument, which does charge the ultimate up. Now, if you don't know this, it only takes about 4 or 5 grenades in a combo to charge it fully. Now, if you set it up where you do have at least 4 or 5 enemies primed in a ring circle, drop the grenade in the center, you will charge your ultimate in one blast if you hit everyone. It works great in the Tyrant Mine when you have the spiderlings coming out of the cave in masses. You can jump in there with your bat, slam them, electrocute them, do a jump dash back, or just jump back, throw the grenade in the center, and if you just shot your ultimate, which you see me do in the videos, at the Swarm Tyrant, just as she's crawling back up the wall, so now your ultimate's empty. You set that up right with the spiders coming out, spiderlings, the little ones there, you will fully charge it with your first grenade. So with this build, I have 100% gear charges, so that gives me 2 of them. They recharge at a rate of 11, and this has a 10% gear recharge as well. They do come quite fast. Between this, and we'll go to the next one, the Reoccurring Vengeance, which also has 100% gear charges, so that's giving me 4 detonators in a row if I need them. And by the time all 4 are used, there's a new one ready. Also, this missile detonating a combo grants 100% charge. I'm just looking, I just paused there for a second because it used to say every so many seconds. So I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, but that's even better now. It does seem that way anyway. If I use that missile and I make sure that the enemy's primed far enough that it will kill them, I can keep firing the missiles constantly. I've sat there and just thrown, a grenade, a missile, and then they're primed for whatever reason, because of the elemental ops and getting blast damage, which counts for more than 1 hit in the physical range, just like how a shotgun is working. Okay, so weapons, Brawler's Blaze, that's going to prime our long range. We use our melee for our short range. This has a 200% physical damage, which is great. It literally chews right through everything. Works great. And then the Rolling Carnage are backup, which obviously I usually always take with the build. It's 100% shield, 80% armor. Best one I have for that. I have weapons that have a higher shield or a higher armor, but not the both combined. And with the Ranger, you'll notice, well, what I've noticed anyway, is that the armor on the Ranger is far stronger or higher, whatever you want to call it, than something like the Interceptor. Like, I'll find when I'm playing the Interceptor shield once it's down, usually when it comes to a physical element, any of these kind of attacks, I lose health fast. Like you light on fire and you just watch your health drop. The ranger is a little better that way. If you give the ranger armor and shield, you're better off than just shield. On the interceptor, I'd go more boost the shield and not worry about the armor as much. But with the ranger, it's good to have both, because in some situations, depending on the attack you're taking, your shield's going to go down, but your armor will take it'll take it longer. Okay, so in support gear, we'll go with the bulwark point. I have the two, of course. I rarely use this one. I forget to use it, of course, while I'm fighting. I move around too much, I think. And for this one, it's just handy when you need to lift a teammate, of course. Gives you that couple seconds. Components. I've gone through these before, but in case you're new or haven't seen it before, we have this one, the legendary second wind, increase all weapon damage by 25%. On low health, increasing weapon damage by 60%. And other than that, you got 25% weapon ammo and 33% ammo drop rate. That if I was say to combine that with trying to think of what it's called here. I think it's this one, rejuvenating ammo. So if you take the rejuvenating ammo legendary universal component, of course, and then your components are showing weapon ammo and weapon ammo drop, your health is going to get replenished pretty quick. So it's not a bad combo to take in your components. I don't usually recommend universals unless you're doing a specific type build that needs that to bring out something, and you're good enough to take the fact that you're giving up a lot of armor and shield to do so. So we have elemental ops. It's a definite necessity on this, especially with Rallner's Blaze. We're going to increase our fire damage drastically. And giving the opportunity to have the fire primer and the acid at the same time. Now that the patch came through last time and we have that overpowering thing with the primers where you can't hit it, I haven't been able to put two on an enemy at once now, so not sure how that works together. I'm going to actually try that out today, because with this build I've been using a different weapon where I'm getting a lot more armor and shield as well on Sledgehammer legendary. But I really like the Roland's Blaze. The pace, the RPMs, stuff like that, I don't know what it is, but I do like it a lot. This is the only badge, or the only component I haven't found in Legendary that I'm still looking for, the Vanguard's badge. Mainly it's the best for close range. You have your performing a melee hit, restores 40% of your shield, so if you keep, there's the delay on the Ranger. I've kind of shown ways around it, and where I've survived in Grandmaster 3 situations alone in Stronghold, simply meleeing everything because I just keep getting the shield back. And it's, of course, has the 46% acid effect, so that's tying in with the primer on the elemental ops. And then we have Victor's Resolve, increasing our blast damage by 50%. And lowering impact damage. Now this one is not necessarily one I like. It is working well. See, I'm pretty sure the ultimate on the build is all impact. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And this one is also impact damage. So the only thing is the grenade, where you're getting both. And you do get both sometimes. I'm not sure how it works, like where the aftershock or something on the damage recharge, like here, radius, fire effect, on your stats for it, it works much different than these. But I got to do more Colossus stuff, and then I can show that. Anyway, I got to get into this. I'm getting tired. It's getting late. Tip of the spear, increase combo damage by 60%, plus you're helping your allies, giving them 40% armor. This has a 25% ultimate speed and 25% thruster life, both handy. Badge of Devastation, increasing assault launcher by 30%, and performing a large hit streak will instantly add 10 ultimate charges. So again there, we have another 40% thruster life and 6% effect resistance, both useful. I'm only saying that way because a lot of times I'm reading now that the inscriptions do not work with the build. People are saying that they can't get anything that fits to it, and you can see here, like if we just go through this just to prove it to me. I don't think there's an inscription in the build that isn't working for me. I use a shotgun, so here we have shotgun ammo, acid, support recharge, ultimate speed, thruster life, effect resistance, and at this point in a legendary build, you're getting all the other necessities out of the higher inscription and through your weapon. The rest of it's skill. I mean, it works well. So anyway, that's everything. We go into it. I'm going to take the combo sigil, the fire sigil, and the gear sigil today. We have the fire on the one component we were just looking at, so you know what, let's go do ultimate. It's in the stat. I'll give a little, I don't know what you'd call it, but with this build, with this sigil, I get, now hold on to something, I don't know if this is a huge number, but if I hit all missiles on a weak point while it's primed, I get 1,850,000 damage. Not sure if that's a big number to anyone else, but it does a lot of damage. Alright. So we're doing free play first. Gotta do. What do we gotta do? I wrote it down here. Gotta do 3 world events. So, Grandmaster 3. Here we go. I keep seeing out on Facebook and different communities now, people are saying that there's no one, they're not getting a lot of matchmaking happening out there. So I'm going to see how that works today. We can get that sorted out, maybe see if it's true. I think I've sorted out the loot thing. Spread that around a bit today on social media and got some feedback, and seems to be that everybody else that's sort of done the same thing I've done is getting good results. So do your challenges. It's not difficult. It's what the game, that's the game. I mean, it's like Pac-Man picking up his little pellets to go on. You got to you got to get it. You know, you got to do the challenges. That's what the game is. Part of it anyway.
You look ready. I'll start a review of all incoming reports for unusual activity.
All right, let me know.
Where do we want to go? Usually I check over here because there's usually a chest. Someone's just been here.
Report from Jasmine. An agent hasn't reported in. She sent us the last known location.
There's always plants all along here. I don't really need anything. I have a harvester build, and if I do need something one day, I got a lot.
Corvus is missing an agent in the area. I'll start tracking their link for the search.
Not usually there. I shot my missile, but I'll grenade. There too.
Scars, you've got this.
Grenade. Grenade. Full.
We're too late. I'll recover what I can from their link. We can give that back to Corvus. There's a gate. Get ready.
I'm ready. Taking care of business.
Halfway to completion.
Just gotta hang out here for this to finish its time cycle. Timer.
Don't let them near. We don't need the interference.
Well, I'm on free play, Grandmaster 3. There's already 2 other players here.
Very close now.
So, apparently people are playing. These are the only people that are playing
Agents delivering intel to Corvus.
in Grandmaster
They managed
3.
to hide it before the end. We can see it delivered.
Because I always have people to play with. I usually am looking for a solo one if I want the challenge.
They're trying to
It just
recruit.
gets too
Make
easy.
sure you're ready for them.
Get some ammo. Alright, what are we doing here? Intel. Get some.
Corvus intel. We need to find the rest.
I'm having no luck.
Incoming reinforcements. Show them what you can do.
Right. I'm more a fighter.
That scar appears to have what we're looking for. Let's go get it.
Tanks kill them a lot faster. You can shoot the tanks long enough, you can kill them with half his life.
Scar Leader is down. Hopefully that sends a message to the rest.
Oh, I'm thirsty.
You've done it. Corvus's loss won't be in vain. You've done something good today.
Oh, where are you guys going? There's nothing over there. People are disappearing before our eyes. Oh.
I see an alarming upswell in Shaper energy. You're near the source. Shaper energy in that location is rising.
Tunnel.
See if you can find the source.
See if anyone else wants to go over. Ooh, hopefully get these done fast.
I'm detecting scars. Considerable group in the vicinity. Eggs. Be careful around them.
Well, is it scars or scorpions?
Keep an eye out for Shaper fragments. There appear to be a number in the area.
Oh, this is easy.
Good start. Get the next one. Incoming scorpions. A horde of them. They'll overrun the area.
That's fine, we'll deal with them after we get everything.
One more down.
Unless we need to.
That should be all of them. I'll notify the Arcanists. Fragments can cause such havoc left unchecked.
Why aren't the combos working? There we go. Well, that's that, eh? Hey. That's a tough spider, man. I don't want you to blow up. Jeez. just had him to do that at the beginning. Oh, that was easy. Grandmaster 3 is getting easier every day. One more world event. Here. It's just a legendary. Oh, no. What happened? Looked like an event, but I don't think it is. Hey, whoa. You ain't ranging enough. So I'm not able to prime for some reason with my melee. Jeez. Many times like that, this doesn't even show up. Who is doing these shots? Those guys, if you shoot them right smack in the center of the gun while they're going to shoot, they backfire the missile. Alright, so I don't know why this is... It's obviously a glitch or something. Well, it's showing it now as a mission, but...
Well done.
Maybe someone left it. Yes, I didn't start it. Must be what it was.
Stay safe. I'll remember what
I'm just finishing someone else's. This guy's excited. Come on, prime it. Oh my goodness. There's some serious problems here. No, that was gone. What are you going after there exactly? Okay. Just crashed. Figures. Oh well, we finished the events. Did us a favor. I normally would blue screen it right now because silliest thing they do is they make you wait to get a load screen to tell you that the pilot data is missing. Just that the only thing I'll say about this game that really gets me upset is when I do die in a mission and it sends me back to the Strider. Sends me back to the Strider, and then I start heading towards the mission point, and what does it do? It puts me in another load screen to bring me right to the mission again. Like, if I'm gonna die and you're gonna respawn me, don't bring me back to the beginning of the mission only to tell me that I'm too far away from the mission. It is just the most ironic and stupid thing that could happen. But that's my only rant, really. It really annoys me. I've done these missions where I'm alone. I keep, I'll die a few times over, and I just keep doing a stupid load screen. Not alone, I mean, but playing not with a team I know or anything, and people aren't always picking you up or aren't as, you're not really a team. You're not used to playing together. It's tougher. Okay, I gotta just check this. I'm losing my mind tonight. Alright, daily contracts, 2, 1 stronghold. This is funny. Earn the Gearmaster feature by defeating enemies with gear. I've defeated every single enemy with gear, and I still don't have it. So I don't know how that adds anything up. Looks like we just have to do the Temple of the Scar after 2 contracts. But you know what? We'll do the Temple of the Scar first. No, forget that. We'll do the contracts, because I'm not going to do... I don't know. I might do the Temple of Scar in 3. Okay. Let's go with combo. Gear and ultimate. That's usually what I take. Actually, you know what? That's not... when I put out that video where I was doing the Sunken on Grandmaster 3 alone, I actually had fire, lightning, and combo. That's right. Okay, let's go. Let's see here. Connect. Can't. Oh, it went. There's a team, more than likely. Don't forget we're testing that today. We have to see if the rumors spreading around social media that people aren't playing anymore and no one can team up anymore is actually true. Hasn't been true for me. I haven't played since the maintenance today. But I haven't seen. I thought it was amazing that every time I picked whatever mission I chose at whatever difficulty level, and there was always 4 people. As I got better at it, I wanted to play alone, and I was having a very hard time unless I put it on private. But even contract on Grandmaster 3, a legendary contract, I'm doing them now by myself without too much of a difficulty. So there are missions that are more difficult, but also depends on how often I'm using my ranger. Oh, look at that. I'm alone.
Good to go, Matthias. What are we working on today?
Well, we get to watch me play it then.
There are strange energy fluctuations at a location nearby. We'll need you to get over there.
Got it. On my way.
Grandmaster 3 legendary contract so far by myself, which is not that big of a deal. I don't think. It's definitely an accomplishment, but you can sort of thank most of the gear for that, I'm sure.
A relic is active. Find the fragments. They should be close.
Oh, I see. I
understand.
Okay.
One more done.
Oh, and there's 6. He didn't know about that, did he? Jeez.
Have to finish this thing off.
Alright, something's seriously wrong. Started off with spiders. Come on, here's 6. Yeah, it actually is. We're going to do this in the meantime. I don't find the Earth difficult at all. Spiders are helping me. That's strange.
Still going? Unbelievable. All clear. Enemies down.
You fought very well. I'm impressed.
Alright. Pick up all our blues. You guys just bugger off. I have a job to do. You know, if you're alone on these, don't worry so much about killing something until you have to. Because they will just keep respawning sometimes. And I mean, if you're having fun with it, by all means. But if you want to just get it done, kill what's left behind after you bring everything back to the relic. One more. Now I can start killing them on our way back. Hurry up and reload the gun. Oh, what's
Yes,
it
that
doing
should be
now?
enough. That was well done. You do fine work. Well, something important has just come up. Won't take long. An archivist colleague hasn't picked up any messages for too long. Please find out what's happening.
I'll check it out.
There they are. Using a cage for protection. However, let's clear out the wildlife before we let them out.
Yeah, and this gun, it's can re-prime over and over with as long as it just they stay on fire. That's all you guys got? See where the thruster life on this build comes in handy. It's just how long I can actually hover for it. Oh, slippery, eh? I love it when they're running away. Come on. Here, puppy, puppy. Shut up.
It's a Titan.
No, really? Got lucky. Oh boy. Let's get up close and say hi. Whoa. Means business, eh? And me too. One missile and one grenade. Easily dodge those, just wait for the right time. What's the matter, Titan? Okay, die already. Not getting any combos. Come on. Oh, you son.
That was the last of them.
How'd that feel?
Good work with all the fighting. Exceptionally done.
Thanks. I owe you.
No problem.
That was well done. You do fine work. I have another diversion for you. Alright, I have some equipment that's broken down. I'll give you more details when you're closer.
On my way.
Someone else in the mission. Titan.
Here we are. I'll need that equipment repaired. Also, when operational, it attracts unwanted guests.
Yeah, well. I'll kill him first. Come on. Just want to shoot him in the flaming hands there. Or the back.
Glad to see you survive a fight like that.
Alright, that looks like it.
That's one complete.
Oh, one more.
Look out. Turning on the beacon has attracted dangerous predators. That should be enough of that. Efficient.
I've got it.
There we go. When you light on fire, you do a melee strike as fast as you can. And it'll put it out.
Hope you aren't too battered and bruised. Very well done. Good work on that. Good work indeed. I'm glad to have someone to explore the mysteries of the world with me. Exciting.
What's up, Sid? Got 4 masterwork. Not sure why I'm looking at them. I don't need them. For now, my builds are all beyond masterwork except for Storm. And until the new system comes out, I think that's just going to be the best I can do. Again? Wow. I think whatever that's going wrong since the last patch is catching up. They did maintenance today 5 hours, and now that's our second time it's had an error. Doesn't look good, but I'm sure it'll get fixed. At least it's happening after the mission, not during. Little squares bounce around. Okay. think we have one contract left, and then Temple and the Scar. Yeah, well, I'm approaching my vault limit because you don't let me finish the mission. You don't let me get to that screen. I can't get rid of anything unless I go to the vault, and that takes more time. I don't like wasting time. Okay. So one more contract. We'll get the discard defeats when we do the Temple of the Scar. We're still not getting the gear. I don't know what's wrong here. I'm gonna have to drop it down a level. I guarantee you that's what it is. For some reason on Grandmaster 3, I don't know what they did with resistances on enemies, but it shows up that you're getting a combo. You don't get it. Like, you don't get it. The primer's on, and it won't combo. I literally have sat there and smashed something with my mace till half its power is gone, and still it isn't primed. So, it'll be all electrocuted, looking electrocuted, but there's no primer dot above it. So there's something wrong with that still. BioWare. FYI. But let's test this. We're testing this out today. So we're gonna see. It's right now where I am. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. But it's 10 minutes to 2 a.m. So, see what gamers are on there. Obviously, I'm pretty sure the servers work. I'm not sure, actually. I shouldn't say that. Whether or not the servers are pulling from all around or whether it's local servers. I usually would think it's local servers, but I honestly don't know a lot about how any of that works. I know how to deconstruct a game usually, though. That's usually what I'll do with the game. I'll play it until I don't care usually so much for Easter eggs or things like that, but more, I don't know, I used to play games when I was younger, always looking for a problem in it. There weren't so many problems like there's today. Now there's a problem over every shoulder almost in most games I'm playing. I'll say though, like, I don't remember God of War having too many bugs, if any. I think there was, but I can't remember. I know in Horizon Zero Dawn, I played that through a few times and found the same little art bug. I wouldn't even call it a bug because it was just a plant floating in the air on this one area of the map, that, like, literally one plant that I could find. I'm sure there may have been other problems, but I wasn't on any social media while I was playing that, and I wasn't paying attention to what anyone else thought of the game. I kind of came in late with it anyway, and I thought it was an incredible game, especially with the DLC. Looking forward to a second one. Same as the Surge. Played that. Looking forward to the second one of that this year. I'll cover that probably for sure. Cyberpunk. That's gonna be good. Don't think those guys mess up their games. These companies seem to be making a little habit of not caring whether the game works or not.
Details for me?
There are some outlaws looting freelancer graves. Get over there.
Understood. Let's see what I can do.
Well, full team. Not sure what people are saying then, because I usually won't have teammates in Grandmaster 3 at this time. I usually do them alone, but here we are, full team in Grandmaster 2. And for me it's 2 in the morning, so...
Stolen gear we can.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoops, where is it? Other side opens. I have a bad habit of not looking in the top right corner.
Got it. Good work.
Safe to assume they're all the way around the outside. Or the inside.
Another one finished. Good progress.
I'm pretty sure I got this one, but whatever.
Very close. Keep going. Good. Finish off the rest. Quickly now.
On it. Damn, there's a lot of...
Come on. They're so slippery sometimes. Like hitting me, right? This little tiny goof of a guy. Can't stand still, but you're getting me with every shot. Seeking missile going right through a group of enemies. Okay.
Fight's over.
That it is.
Haha, you did it. Finish. Just got report of a missing freelancer.
Easy.
That's a bad area. Start the search.
Okay, tell us where he wants to
I'll
go.
see what I can do.
To the tunnel. No? Oh,
Okay, see if you can find that freelancer.
Let me check it out. The other freelancer didn't make it.
Blast! Stay there, my friend. The Cypher will find out what happened from the link.
There it is. Switch to rollers. That's where the shotgun works great. Usually. I'm supposed to stay over here. I think I can go. Stand in the middle. mask too. Oh.
I see a contract that was not finished. We will ensure it gets done.
On it.
Good. Finish off the rest. Quickly now.
Okay, where did he go? What? What's going on here? Audio's gone. These guys literally disappeared and reappeared over here. Alright. Run away. Here to try and kill me. You didn't do a good job of it. Audio's a mess. Wow. Wow. No combos ringing. We have background music though, for once. Good day, Ralu. If I pronounce that right, I apologize if I don't. We're having an audio glitch, big time. And,
That seems done. Not so bad.
few issues.
Our fallen freelancer was contracted to aid Sentinels. All right, I'll find something to get this contract completed.
Yay, liked our dance. Oh, wow.
The Sentinels need help finding a patrol captured by outlaws. Let's show them it was right to trust us.
Clap for me.
Got it. On my way.
Clap for me. We're gonna get this done, and then we're gonna go check out a stronghold, the Temple of the Scar. We were testing today to see if the rumor's true that there's no matchmaking working, and it's been working for me just fine. Just keep coming across a lot of rumors, just spreading stuff that's not even true. Seems to be the norm today on social media, though. Really making us fly long distances between these.
Outlaws are dug in. Find the Sentinels first. Get them fighting as well.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
Open sesame.
Good. Rescue over. Time to shut this place down.
Storms out of here. Throw him a couple. Oh. Telling you, these guys. When you're a ranger, it's the only thing that's annoying is electric, lightning-filled storms. Look at that. He dodges it somehow. It just makes sense. There you are. Slippery. Slippery storm. Ready to run away. Haha. Vice kill. Viceri killer? I don't know how to pronounce it. Sounds good. A lot of players have cool names. Come on, give me a harder foe. There you are. Something. Bye-bye. Is it definite? Oh, down you go. That's what I thought. Combo,
Looks
come
like
on.
you've disturbed the leader. Keep
Good.
moving and watch yourself.
Oh yeah. Mine.
And now stop the stragglers, Grandmaster.
Okay. All clear. Enemies down.
Let's call that finished.
Oh, okay.
The work is important, necessary.
Sounds like he's trying to convince you there. I don't know how necessary it is. I think we're all doing it just for the heck of it. Alright, stronghold time. Yeah, should I do it on 2 or 3? I feel like it's too late for me to do it on 3. I know I'll end up doing it alone, and it takes forever. I don't even think I have the mental cap for it right now. By the time I'm done doing a stronghold on 3, I'm so wired, worked up. Alright guys, good game. See if we... Oh, 2 in a row. 150% physical damage. 15% ultimate damage. There's a good one. I don't think I need it. I have something just as good or better. But still good. 150% gear damage. I already have one like that. See, another rumor, inscriptions are crap. What? I don't see it though. Things like the repair amount, say on that inscription, that might seem insignificant, but when you're, if you had that popping up on every single component of your build, it wouldn't be insignificant at all. I will hold on to that just to see, hold on to that to see. This I know I don't need. Definitely don't need these. Look at all of them though. Holy smokes. I'm not getting any loot. This is what happens if you do your challenges. You get so much loot. Like, I'm so sick of always having to salvage all this. I've been saying it for weeks now, that they need to just put the opposite on there. We need to select what we want and discard the rest. There's usually only, when you're at this point, 1 or 2 things you might keep out of 30. I have to sit here and delete 28 items. If they realize people don't like wasting time on that stuff, especially the longer you play a game, the faster and more efficient you need it, because it's all just recycled stuff. You've done it. You just want to get right back in there and fight. But I guess it's a learning curve for everybody on anything new. This is for me doing these. Imagine I'll look back in time, like everything, and be like, wow. Just wow. Remember the first time I heard myself recorded. I still do. It hasn't come up in a while, but sing and songwrite and do covers and so on. And, no, we don't want that one. So, I used to post videos to Facebook of myself, just on a whim, just to try and chip off the insecurity, or whatever it is. Okay, here we go. Let's see how many people are playing right now at this very moment, if we can match up with 3 other people. See, with all the different missions available at all the different levels, if you do the math, that's 4 players per each, just to keep each one able to fire up at any random time, means there has to be almost 4 players at every given moment trying to get into it. Because right now, sometimes you're in this area where the load screen stays into matchmaking, and it's very rare that it stays there. But that's just a timer literally letting the other 3 players funnel in. It rarely happens. So this rumor that people are dropping out, I'm almost 100% sure it's a rumor. It's being spread around. It's not the truth, though. There's so much propaganda today that if you just look on social media, you're almost getting lies only. I don't know why that is, that everyone even is partaking in it. You see posts from people saying, you know, I heard the game is dead. Is it? Because I think it sucks. And it's sort of, you know, what is it that you're actually saying? That you think the game sucks? You think the game sucks that the game's dead? The game's not dead, but you're already convinced it is because you read it in an article on the web. The guy who wrote the article doesn't play the game. He's just going off something else he heard. It's all rumors, hearsay. I'm sure people have left the game. There's no way that everyone stays always in the same game. That would be... Oh boy. Hold on, I gotta focus. Show me your tank. There we go. When you fight these, there's more than one around. You gotta get behind the other one, you see? And keep hitting them when you're getting killed. You're all good. You just let his own cannon shoot at him. Kind of ironic, I'm using the gun as a way to block another gun, but every game has this. Little things you figure out that make the extremely hard stuff much easier. If you ever played Dark Souls, it's like a boss will seem impossible. You have to study its moves. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. What you call it when you see what they're going to do. The free move.
Oh, 5 more, Freelancer.
The telltale sign, you know, oh, he's going to go left in 2 seconds and do a strong attack. You know, and then you know you got to dodge exactly at that moment. That's the way I like to play, though. I don't know how many people enjoy that style. I can play the same thing over and over again because I like making. Like, I'm not even paying attention hardly to this and trying to pay attention to what I'm going to say now. Excuse me.
I know you're busy, but the alarms are still a thing.
Yeah. No one else is knocking them out. And I can't fly, man. Shoot it.
Alarms neutralized. Good job, Freelancer.
This is where I do find it a little boring with the full team, is that everybody's spread out all over the place. I'm usually running out all over the place trying to find everybody.
Friendly.
Does he know?
Nothing but meat and potatoes behind that shield. Stagger them and then dig in.
Interesting metaphor.
Well, I'm hungry.
There's some
Talk
standing
about food
shooting.
right now?
Freelancer, I just saw a
Storm
huge spike in
ultimates.
Shaper energy.
There's no buried shaper construct in the area. The Scars must have found it. If you don't stop Skilos, they'll use the construct to cause a
You
cataclysm.
don't need to pick
So
up
you're
your
telling me to hurry?
gems.
Pretty much.
They are, they'll just show up at the end of the mission anyway. I'm noticing with this game they're doing different changes. They're making changes, but they're leaving the old
The
stuff
door's
there.
out of power.
Try refueling to get it open.
You can get to your missions right away now, but they still have, you know, where you can enter your javelin to do it. just if you want to see that, I guess, which doesn't make sense. But they worked hard on the animation, I guess. They want to keep it.
Look
I
at all
don't know.
these barrels just lying around.
They could at least organize them.
Yeah, scars will lead you that.
Try filling up the pump, freelancer.
Excuse me. Excuse me. And the Ranger has his jump dash, It's just as good as the Interceptor's triple dash. Pretty much. Works even better in some ways. See what I did right there. Gets you at almost any situation fast if you need to. Aim on the tanks.
It worked. Let's move.
Whoops. Where are we? Oh yeah.
We're locked in.
I found the scars.
Thanks, Seth. Very helpful.
I've got an idea, but it's definitely not covert.
Told you, not a priority.
And, freelancer, it might cave you in.
Calculated risk.
The structural integrity of that wall is weak. See those explosives? Load the damn thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Get your ass kicked in here. I'm alright. Go back the way I came in so I don't die. Oh. Luckily, once we can hit him, we get our shield back. I'm just altering between my, you'll see down in the bottom right corner between my 4 detonators. Whether they're detonating or not, I throw them in there. Just a habit now, I don't even... My calling card.
All right. Explosives in place.
Party time. We know they're coming down here next. We're gonna be ready for them. It's gonna be... Not yet. The Ranger has that where you can double jump dash or jump dash, jump dash. Can't dash twice in a row. But you can stick a jump between them. Let's do this. Holding on to it forever. I don't know why. I charge it up so fast now, and I'm so used to having it that I don't even stress out about it. Not showing any elevator show.
Explosives primed. Get back, freelancer.
Get out of here.
No, it's not your favorite method, but it's tried and true.
Just keep moving, freelancer. Looks like we tapped into a primitive sewer system.
More than looks like it.
Good news is, we're closing in on the construct, and probably more scars, but that's to be expected.
Yeah. I want it noted that I'm literally walking through shit for you.
Noted.
How many turrets do they have?
Too many. Freelancer, exits above you.
What am I using the prime? My melee and the Rolliner's Blaze. Plus I have the elemental ops on the components. So I'm getting the acid and the fire with the Rolliner's Blaze for my long range primer, and then I'm using obviously the melee for the short range. Now my gear I have 200% as you can see, and then the extra gear charge on the missiles for every time I use one and get a kill. So I almost have unlimited detonators. And of course the grenades charging up the ultimate with almost every 4 to 5 combos. I'm gonna do an actual build video for a bunch of them, but I don't want to do it. I see a lot of them out there. People just sort of go. I watched one yesterday. The guy showing just what you could do when you get to legendary level. He wasn't even there yet, so you know. I'm gonna do one. I've been writing down the numbers and testing it against different things. I'm just worried that they're gonna do. Where is it? Let me focus here for a minute. Get the heck out of here and talking and not paying attention. Yeah, so I want to get the actual numbers and be able to give them out for all the differences. So that is what I'm working on before I do an actual build video. If I do one, because I do builds in every one of these daily streams, so when I do a build video, an actual one, like a better one, a cut one, not a live stream, it's going to be It's got to have everything in it. I don't want to do more than one. And then I'm also worried that they're going to change the values in a patch or something, so it'll make the video somewhat useless as far as the values go. So I don't know. I'm hoping I can grow the channel. It'll get some more feedback actually, and then work on it more specific for what people are actually looking for. I'm not sure where the majority of the players are that would be watching something to pick up info on. Where's the... Not wasting time. Yeah, you like the Giant Slayer? What is it? That one, it's giving you the extra damage on a marksman rifle, I believe, right?
If these readings are correct, Spelos is the tank. They're fused together.
I don't even
I gotta
want to
find
know how that's
my
possible.
secret spot here. Just give me a second. Anyone's watching and they don't know this. Right here. It's almost, you come in right there. It's almost straight to the back.
Energy levels are
So
critical.
right from here,
Silence the
I'll switch
construct.
to my
Get
shotgun.
past the shields.
Shoot the pilot.
Of course, I got the
That'll do
dash
trick.
on this. Yeah, 50% weak. Yeah, that's... And then if you take something, I can't think of the name of it, but the handgun, heavy pistol, where you get the damage will go over on a weak. The Avenging Herald will do it. 200% more. I don't know if you know that, but if you take the Avenging Herald as your sidearm, hold on here. Gotta stay alive. The Avenging Herald as your sidearm, you will get another 200% damage. As long as you're hovering. Yeah, you want to... So on the stats, see the shotgun here? I have it written down somewhere. It's hard to look at right now, obviously. But when I do the triple dash... hold on, I'll just look it up. These guys can handle it. Where is it? Just wait till I'm done here. If you're still on there, I'll look it up. I'll tell you, but it's a really high number. The shotgun... The shotgun, if you hit all bullets in on the dash, it's pretty substantial. Like, it's up there in the 12,000. You'll see here the numbers. I don't know if you can see them. When I get a hit, there's 648. I think there's 8 to 12 shots out of the shotgun, and if they all hit, they all count. Like, when you see the shotgun, the damage isn't accurate. There's more than one shot coming out of the shotgun, so each shot calculates that damage. See here? That I'm not even dashed either. Watch if I do a triple dash. Ah, where am I? What am I stuck in here? Alright, hold on. Triple dash. 918 it said per shot. So you multiply that by 12. You don't scare me, Spelos. Oh, really? It's not shared. But there is a gun, though, where it actually says on it that it does do that. I believe it might be the other hand heavy pistol. I mean, it says on it that it transfers the weak point damage to, I believe it's all gear. I'm not sure. I'd have to check it. But like I said, I'm checking. I'm trying to check it all to get actual numbers. The hard thing is they're doing things like that where they're changing stuff. It's not making it easy for guys to sort of share the results accurately. That's where I think the majority of my fun in the game is still coming from, not getting too technical with it. I do like that stuff. Like, I like to get seriously technical. I don't know if you've ever played, like in the Surge, I found you could really get technical, like with the build. And each time you play a new game, you get more component slots, so you can keep just endlessly upgrade your guy. And in that one, you can transfer energy for stamina and transfer that for life. So you really can make some cool builds. Show me your face. See, and with this build, with the fact that I'm getting on the Vanguard's badge that melee 40% shield, you almost can stand these things as long as you keep meleeing between it. The thing that I like is that I usually, when I'm playing, I'm going for combo, and obviously with this build, I'm getting with the frag grenade. See, it would work the same. I've done the same as what you're saying, where you use the soothing touch, or the giant slayer. You have elemental ops, right? So you are still, that was a waste. You're still getting the acid primer with the marksman rifle, I guess. I do that with one of my builds, because I like the marksman rifle. Alright, you know what? This guy, he's doing that. Oh. See my shield come back there? You take chances this way. Run into things. Oh. Alright, we're gonna give him the old 1-2. Goodbye.
Construct is silent.
And Cataclysm?
Stop. Now.
That's
What
that.
matters is the Skilos didn't get his army.
Oh.
My superiors will be pleased.
Just don't take all the credit.
I wouldn't dream of it, freelancer.
Oh, you know what? We have a key. Let's check this out. I almost have everything, but... Good game, guys. Let me just rip through that. That's cool. I used to do that drifting. That's awesome. That's what I keep thinking with this game is well, I have one idea I don't even want to share because I think it would blow up. I literally want it to, I want to make it happen myself, but there's just a bunch of funny things I could see happening. There's one day me and my friend were coming out of a mission out of the water, and I literally found a way to stop myself as to Colossus, and I was literally wearing the real tanky one, the real tanky outfit, and I was blue, and I come up out of the water, and I was able to stop myself, sort of just like hovering with my legs in the water and just my torso head out, and I started doing kind of like a backstroke, or it looked like I was some blue whale sticking my head out of the water. He laughed his head off, but then we were joking around about making, you could see a bunch of women or something. I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I mean. Like starting up what do you call that? Like aerial type flying, or even in the water. I forget what you call that. The dancing in the water there. Haven't seen anything like that in a long time, but. Yeah, here, let me see if I can look this up quick while we're going through this. So, recorded values, I have, yeah, so with the shotgun, hold on, let me just make sure I don't need anything here, I don't need to look at it, okay. With the shotgun, at my third dash, so when it's at its strongest, it's doing 907 damage per shot. Now I wrote it down as more of an average because I'm pretty sure there's 12 shots come out, if not more. Sometimes I see a barrage of them. So I just decided to go with 8 because I know for sure that there's 8. And so at 3 dashes in total, point blank range, I get the 7,256 damage on the shotgun. So that's not too bad, considering as well that the shotgun doesn't even have it. I'm not boosting it at all. And the only reason why I think I brought up the shotgun, because I was going to say one of the things I don't think they don't tell you, but from other games I know this, and you know, when they're talking impact damage and blast damage and all this sort of stuff, well, the shotgun does a far higher physical damage and impact. So things like the Swarm Tyrant, with a shotgun, I have videos. I don't know if I have, I don't think I put one out yet. It's going to be in this one that I do for the build, I think, but where I'm literally like doing the tango with the spider right in its face, you know, and I sort of just dodge at the exact right moment when it's about to do its strike, and I'm just constantly unloading the entire shotgun into her little side sacks. And I've sat there in Grandmaster 2, and she can't even get up. I mean, when I've done the shotgun build where the shotgun's doing more damage than this, it literally will blow those sacks off after, I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but it's somewhere, you know, between 10 and 12 good shots right on the sack, and it'll blow off. And that buys you an extra chance to do a lot more damage on it. But that just proves the amount of damage that the actual shotgun will do. Now, I don't usually use the shotgun, it's just my backup, but I like the Roner's Blaze. It's just, in it, like I've said, that it's more the RPMs of it, stuff like that. I also like the, let me just look at it here quick, because now that you say that,
What do you need done?
that the guns aren't. See, when it says hovering increases weapon damage by 200%, I kind of thought that that was, you know, obviously it seems like it's that weapon. Or that's how you would assume it would mean right away. I know that doesn't apply to anything. That doesn't apply. See, like this one here, it doesn't specify. It just says while hovering increases weak point damage by 235%. So why is it that that one says while hovering increases weak point damage, and then this one says, I mean, that's Raptor's Deadeye, that's Raptor's Sense. Hovering increases weapon damage by 200%. So one is weak point damage, I guess. That's how they differentiate. The other one here, 2 enemy weak points quickly increases all weapon damage by 150%. This weapon here, I don't know if you've used it, but it's pretty good. Okay, so, well, that's good to know. Thank you very much. But yeah, you were saying, which weapon were you saying you were using? You were using, is it Soothing Touch you use? It hits hard, eh? I like that one. That one there, I've got 95% shield. What? I don't know why these are here. Oh, because it crashed me out. I thought I had another. I deleted a bunch of weapons last night, but I just don't use them, so I think I deleted my Soothing Touch Masterwork version. I've got that one there. You've got, with a 300% damage boost, like on the inscription for the weapon. I don't know if I have one with that. Like, I, you know, see my Runner's Blaze has a 200% physical damage, which is good. I have really high percentage damage on my Colossus weapons, like absurdly, but I think it was during the, I don't know if you were in from launch, there was that one short period of time where the inscriptions were far better. And I don't really bring it up often because I think it would upset people playing today, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the weapons I have in the gear, it's still from then. I haven't found stuff better than that. So, but yeah, I like the Soothing Touch. It was my first marksman I started using, and I was like, oh wow, like this thing actually punches them. The only two guns I found that did that were the Soothing Touch and the one I was showing you earlier, the Glorious Result. This one here, I actually thought, like, I'm not going to like it at all. And then when I went out using it, I couldn't believe how nice it felt, for one, like the way it punched out the bullet, and literally the two shots. It does something different, too. So if you shoot, I don't know if it works that way with this Soothing Touch, you could confirm it, but if you're shooting, you know, for headshots, weak point shots, because they're made for weak points, maybe, I don't know, but I'm not referring to the enemies like with the scars, say the smaller red guys, the grunts, but the up from that, the grenade spinners, you know, with the sack of acid on their back. The Glorious Result, when you shoot them, it'll always blow the backpack up. So, and I'm not sure if it does that with the Soothing Touch, but I thought that was interesting with the Glorious Result, that it does different type of damage on weak points. It almost seems to hit the weak point even if you're not shooting at it. I don't know. So yeah, you kick the crap out of stuff with your Soothing Touch, obviously. What class do you go in? Or you use a ranger? Or what do you storm with that, or what? Yeah, I have that. I have the Giant Slayer. With this build, though, I don't use any universal. So yeah, with this one, what is it? Add special storage for enhanced marksman rifle ammunition, increase damage by 30% of base. So then do you also add on do you take the consumable as well for the marksman and the acid and the, like, do you do the build rate around that or what? Oh yeah, I guess you won't have elemental ops, wasn't ranger. My oversight there. So this increased weak point damage by 50% after consecutive marksman rifle. Do you find though? So here's the thing. So if you're using the soothing touch and I'm just trying to think of a scenario I've ran into where I've kind of got off of using it, where I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm switching, over to this. You see here, I got 90% shield on that giant slayer too. It's pretty cool. But trying to think of the scenario is. So like say where you're trying to get the elemental ops to work, you need the 5 shots. I think what was happening to me was I was dropping most enemies way before the primer ever kicked in. So I ended up switching to actually a gun that did far less damage in order to keep priming the targets. You know what I mean? Does that happen? Do you find that? Or is this like you play Grandmaster 3 with that build, obviously, or what? Because I think I remember it that way, that I was literally dropping every enemy, getting the weak point hits. Like, I love doing that. I'll go out and take, when I've got a marksman or a heavy pistol, and just go for weak shots, all headshots, and most times I'm not getting the primer. 7, so you can prime, and then you don't really need the last 2 unless you got no more detonators. You'll just hit it with a detonator and you're done, eh? See, if you're doing a build where you're using the elemental ops and you want to just keep detonating off it, and that's what I do with this build, even the Rallner's Blaze is not the one I take if I know I'm on a team. Like, I'm usually going into these, excuse me, I'll do the contracts alone in that just for the challenge. And if I take either the Hailstorm, I don't have that one for some reason in a legendary. They just don't want to give it to me. But if I take this one, or even the renewed courage, I think it is. Is that the highest one? Yeah. This here, like, it shreds them. Like, literally shreds them, this for a machine gun. Yeah, you're right. That's true. And it also works if you're just shooting a shield, right? Like if you're shooting the Scar Colossus guys right straight in the shield, you're able to prime them then with it as well. Does take longer though, obviously. Like if you wanted to prime instantly, that's all I'm saying, is that it's all the different way you do it, right? With this renewed courage or something, you pull the trigger and they're primed, like instantly. Same as the shotgun, because all the shots hit, they all count. So you don't have to wait for each bullet to come out. You one shot with the shotgun, they're primed instantly. So what I do is I'll switch to my shotgun, and when I'm around a lot of little guys and I just want to start dropping them with combos constantly, and I just one shot missile, one shot grenade, one shot missile, one shot grenade, one shot missile, and just keep going till they're all gone. But yeah, well, that was cool. Let me see if I've got everything done here quick. It's getting late here. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know if I want to do anything else on this. The only thing I'm thinking, I don't know if anyone, if you want to see me try it, I'll try sometimes. I'll just do a Grandmaster 3 Stronghold right now. Unending battle? What is on? Oh, I see what you mean. It's a. Is that the that's not the constrictor one? I have to look because I don't know off the top of my head which shotgun that is. Is that the?
Let's get this javelin ready to go.
No, that's Radiant Fortress, Papa Pump, Cycle of Pain. Right. What is the unending battle? You mean weapon, right? Is this a gun that I don't know about? Close encounter, Cycle of Pain, that's from battle. Oh, boom. Oh, the fulcrum, okay. Yeah, well, that's the one I meant. It's got the higher RPM. I was looking at the trajector, I guess, but it's the fulcrum that has the next highest, right, from the hailstorm. The hailstorm's the fastest and least accurate. Then the fulcrum, then the trajector, which, yeah, 700 RPM. The thing with the trajector is that it depends on the inscriptions you have too, I guess. Because this one here, I get like 200% physical damage and 175% physical damage on one weapon, and it gives me a 23% recharge on the grenades. So like my ultimate even comes up faster when I take this one. I'm trying to think of what see the weapon I'm using now, yeah, and even, you know what, it's a good thing I came back here, because if I'm going to go into the Grandmaster 3 on that, there's absolutely, and I'm alone, there's absolutely no way I'll ever survive. Both weapons have to have high armor and shield for me to even come close to it, I think. So I have this little beauty with 65% armor and 85% shield, and then I also have my Rolling Carnage. It's 100% shield and 80% armor. See, I'm just trying to think how that would work. Like, if I tried that out, because I get the 95% shield with that, which is pretty good. And, you know what? Like, check this out for a second. So if I take that, the Soothing Touch, I get the 95% shield on that. Then go up here and switch out, let's see, this one, I think. I gotta watch it with that because it's no, I need that one for sure. Okay, that one, this one we don't need. Okay, so let's switch this for the Giant Slayer. Let's try this. Okay. So I got 90% shield now on this as well. So we have 90% shield increase on that. We have, I don't think there's another, okay, we have 100% shield on that, 80% armor on that, 95% shield on that. These. 100% gear charge. Yeah, I don't think Gear A has those inscriptions. For shield and stuff. It's just damage. See, I can get a lot more damage out of these. Like I have, which one is it? Maybe I don't have it in this one. With these here, like I got 175% gear damage on top. And alright, so I'll try this out. Now the issue, obviously, when, yeah, you know what? It might actually be, with that extra, that's giving me an extra 180% shield. I'm letting go of some shield off the javelin specific component to use the giant slayer, but it might make up for it. Okay, so here I definitely need to take and then my, see, let me think. Because the amount of time, see, my problem with it, the only problem I have with it is the amount of time it's going to take to get the shots out. If you try, I don't know if you've tried to do this before, but you are getting shot at so fast from all around you that if you can't instantly pull it off, you're dead. Like there's literally a second you have to waste time. So usually when I'm using a real quick RPM gun, I get that acid primer right away, and you know, use it, and then immediately slam them with my bat and use that, and then switch back to the acid, then use that. But I'm going to try this. Okay, so we're going to use what we're going to use the most. We're going to go with melee, and I don't know if I want to take the marksman component, because where is it? In this, so another thing with your consumables, I don't know how well it works for everybody else, but see in this stage, so you're going to get hit with a lot of electricity or lightning, and so it's very handy to take the lightning, just it stops 30% of it. And what else is there? There's fire. We'll go with this though, because more than likely I won't be able to keep up with the amount of I will need. Alright. Excuse me. See if I do this alone or if there's someone else here. It's the calm before the storm, man. I realized that last time when I did this, I was like, oh, you know what? I think I could have done so much better, but I was exhausted and I just I don't know, but I realized how I screwed up on it, and then I didn't go back to it, and then because I've been doing some videos, I've been switching the builds and stuff, so now I've lost my, oh, a team. This guy's looking rough, eh? What's up? New or something, isn't it? Likes the dirty look. Alright. What's up? Ready to go dance the night away? If anyone can hear me, but if you don't go into the center right away, nah. 11,000 on the weak point. Well, that's going pretty fast. Hey man. Right. Oh boy. If nobody goes to the center, it won't put the lock in. I mean, where you can't fly. I'm not sure what triggers it, but sometimes I'm playing and it gets triggered right away, and other times... Oh boy. Ah. Yeah, see, I'm finding with this gun, I'm not able to, I don't know what it is. It's so much harder to take your time to aim with it, maybe. I'm sure you can get used to it, but I got it, I got it. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know if it's fast enough. Alright, try this. Try my tactic when I do it alone. Not sure I can get it. Maybe it actually makes me sound stupid a little bit. Maybe it triggers the middle after you just kill the certain amount of people, right? No. You should have went for the guy. Alright, see, it's got to piss me off, and then I'm going to get very Get out of the way. Jeez, the controls or something just get so weird when you're by yourself. I know it sounds like an excuse or something, but... Ah. See, when I've done this before with my other weapon, I'll be shooting more often when I land. With this one, the amount of time it takes to get one bullet out, I can't get the primer off. Where if I had something shooting about 5 hits in the same amount of time, I will, you know. Maybe I'll try and trick these guys out. Come on. Alright, that ain't gonna work. Jeez. I'm getting hit so much I can't move. No, don't climb something. Jeez. What are you doing? Alright, you know what? Let me switch. No, switch the gun. Switch the gun. Come on! See, I don't know what it is, if it's the amount of hits I'm taking, but it won't move properly. I don't know if it's obvious watching, but playing it feels like that. I'll go to throw a grenade, like I'm hitting the button on screen. You can't see it, but I'm hitting the button and he's just standing there for that brief second. Like it's not happening fast enough, or as fast as I would like it to happen. Throw the grenade. That's the other thing, is maybe I don't have any, and I think I do, because there's just too much going on. I'm not watching. Oh, come on, like the controls aren't... I don't know what, see? I don't know what, it feels like a sticky, weird thing. Like right there when I go to fly, it has to be just that I'm taking hits. You know, once your shield's broken or something, you just sort of... No, Not gonna happen tonight. What time is it? No, it's almost 3:30. Oh man, right away again. Gotta maybe take care of this. Try and get rid of a small group of guys. Jump! Oh my goodness. What do you think?
Don't be surprised to find some in here. Never am.
I don't think it's double loading. It's hardly doing anything to these guys. They're not doing anything either. What the heck? Okay. You just stay there while I kill you. Interesting. I don't feel like this is fair now. I'm just standing there watching me. It's not my fault you're made by BioWare. That's just a joke. Boom. Boom. Come on. See how the missiles aren't even going down? Jeez. Oh, he won't move. I don't understand it. I don't know if that was obvious, but I come down, smash into him, and he just stays there for a second. Like it's... I hate to say it, it seems like it's... I feel like it's an excuse, though.
Gather intel if you can, but most importantly, shut it down. Keep it out of Dominion hands. And too late for that. Have Dominion. Checks out. They know we found the facility, so they'll be in my way. Destroying evidence, flipping tables, trying to kill you. In my way.
Can't survive like that at all. No. Alright, well, I'm gonna head to bed, I think. That was a good session. It was good talking. Mr. Meister? The Meister? I literally can't stop, man. What's going on up here? Oh. You may not pass through there, I guess. What I used to do in Dark Souls was, against the boss when it was really hard, was more, instead of attacking them, doing my best to stay alive as long as I could, and I would time it. Because the better you get at that, you just start slipping in your own attacks. You know, grouping them all in the center. A lot of times what's happening is after I shoot my ultimate, I'm dying. They get the jump on me once I do that. Pointless to even shoot at that guy. No, no, no. Oh my goodness, threw that grenade way over top of it. Jeez. No. The odds are against.
Don't be surprised to find some in here. Never am.
If I could just kill one thing, you know? I can't even seem to kill one thing. Nothing I can do about it. That, like, there's absolutely nothing. It's pissing me off. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up there. We're done our dailies. We tried to do this on a recommendation too, which I don't mind. It was good, you know. This combination was actually working really good. If I was in Grandmaster 2 or something using that, or a full team going at this, but by myself I need something that shoots much faster. And even there, I've pulled it off on other strongholds, but this one I still can't get past this. Yeah, it is crazy. The other, like Tyrant Mine, I've done on my own. On 3. It's much easier though. This is... And plus, of course, I can't say for sure since the patch, like I was saying about doing a build video, the numbers keep changing. So I don't even know whether my maybe it's impossible now to do this. For some reason I'm falling down. Like my guy keeps falling down, like I can't. When I land, see those? Which means I'm getting hit, but it's not even registering it all the time. It's like I'm getting hit by so many things. Damn dogs, I hate the dogs. They're tough as nails here though, look at this. My ultimate. The minute I attack, I'm stuck. Literally stuck. I think one of the things that I wish they would have done, because it's for people like me, I'm sure there's a lot that want to have it as hard as possible, but you still want to have that easement where it's a possibility. The way they've made this is that the enemy can shoot you. It's like a Fallout 76 thing. The gun's aiming like east, you're west, and the bullet's going right backwards out of the gun on you. Like it's, if the enemy AI can't aim at you, but the game automatically just makes the bullet shoot on you, you're at this weird disadvantage that you'll never get out of. Basically it's saying that, you know, even if you're dodging the enemy, it's still just going to shoot at you. And that's kind of what's going on here. Because they shouldn't know where I'm going. You know what I mean? Like when I dash. So when all these guys are hitting me here, you watch my shield. I'm not getting hit. I can just almost keep going like this. See? Now watch though, the minute I start to attack. Okay, so I'll even attack and then try and go back to just sort of jumping around. See there, I got hit. I didn't see get hit though. It missed me there. See, this is how... Oh, finally, there we go. Now it gets even crazier. Doesn't help when that happens. No! Hit him. Now I can't fly, so this just makes it that much more interesting. You just watching here, I'm doing Grandmaster 3 Sunken by myself. The lunatic. Come on. Oh! These dogs, it's the dogs, you know, they bite you or something. Yeah, you guys come on over here, we're gonna take care of you. That's it. Like, look at the damage I'm getting. It's nothing. No, he's over there. Like, there's weird things that happen on this level when you're by yourself where it's... I don't know, you'd have to try it. It's literally against you. Like, the controls aren't working properly, and I think it's the amount of guys that keep building up in the room, or... I don't know what it is, but... I've had it happen on missions before too, where I'm alone and there's just so many guys and I'm not killing them fast enough for the, you know, the amount of guys that the mission's bringing out on me. There's just no way that there's no way for the system to handle it or something, the amount of going on. So it hinders your how smooth it all works together. And there, see, I was pushing at the gun, and instead he went the other way. It's so frustrating. It doesn't happen anywhere else. And only if there's a mass amount of guys in the level. I don't know if I've had it happen even in a squad, where even the audio will start going all funny and your controls go all funny. So I don't even get to really try this out in a fair way, because the game doesn't seem to be able to handle its own output here. Now, it might sound stupid too, because I'm actually getting my ass kicked. Yeah, I gotta literally listen to these things and when they're about to fire and try and get out of the way. See, even there, my missiles aren't locking. You see, it never takes that long. But they'll lock in, and then they'll disappear. Or they'll come back into my back again, like they won't be on the lock. Ah, so you weren't aimed at me, so I can't go by that. Can't go by whether the gun's aimed at me or not. so tough with you, but he's not here. Oh, they're coming. Yay! Bastards. So it takes just taking one of them down. See, there I fell again. I went into the water and he actually fell as if I was going off a ledge. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Ah, see again. He falls off that ledge. They must have done that on purpose, just so when you're in this frickin' mode, your ass handed to you. Move! It must look worse than it feels. Like, jeez. Jeez, move. It's just water, it seems. It's actually a glitched out bed of water. It's deeper in... It's as if it's deep enough that when you land in it, it thinks if you're coming down at it that it's deeper than it actually is. I know it sounds silly, but I keep falling into it. Yet I can run on it, so... Friggin' wolves! Urgh. What do you think? Does it look silly trying this over and over again?
Don't be surprised to find some in here. I never am.
I wish I had my gun right now. Move! Like, I still can't move. I'm not frozen, so why? So that whole time, if you're noticing, like, I come down, I slam, I pull back right away, and instead he's just standing there. You guys are pissing me off. not even trying to go after the anything with a shield right now because it's pointless. Oh, jeez. Walking on the air, frozen. Come on over here. See, I'm not even priming them. Oh my god. You think a missile barrage like that would stun them a little, but they don't even care. They're just laughing at it. Jump! No. Holy smokes. Shoot! I'm holding R1 down, he's just standing there. No, it's too late now. There's this other weird thing. So if you're doing a melee attack coming down, you know, you'll go straight down at the enemy. Now if you hit the melee attack and it jumps, see this? He goes way up in the air. Like, what's the point of that? It's so, I don't know. There's those little things that, I don't know if they think about that, but it's not even possible. Like if you jumped in the air, went to swing, see there? I go down. Now watch this down here. I'll float instead. It's so bizarre. Okay, so that one, see, watch this. That's going good. That worked. Maybe we can do it this way. No. Yeah, maybe I just gotta stop trying to do the melee slam over here. Just to see how fast I build that up when I get those. Aha. No. Oh boy. Oh. Finally. Okay, now the only way it's gonna work is if I get the shields off first. So we'll hack at it. Bastards, okay. Like barely knocks her shield off. Oh. Oh. Nuts. Oh man. Jeez. Oh, that was a good run anyway. Well, that's 3 hours. I think I gotta shut her down. I gotta hit the sack. We'll be back at it tomorrow. If you're watching, like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel and stuff. I got giveaways coming. It's gonna be kind of a first 1,000 subs giveaway. I'm gonna just give away. It's nothing big, so, but just a brand new game, whatever's current for any system that you want. Just to get, so I have to get to 1,000 subs to get even a community going on YouTube. So can't even talk to anyone without being on this or in a video. So got to get the 1,000 subs, and I'm gonna do a lot more with this. I got lots of ideas, and it's not just gonna be Anthem. You know, I know there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of video game creators and stuff, but I've got a few ideas, and should be interesting. You got nothing to lose anyway, right? And yeah, stay tuned for, of course, these every day, where I'll be using usually a different ranger or a different javelin. I mean, and then I need a new joystick. I see. I'm not even touching my controller, and it is moving. And then I'm going to do those build videos, but until, I don't know, I've thought about even contacting BioWare. I know that might be silly, but to say, like, I want to do this, the community kind of needs it, and unless they can tell us that this is how the values are, this is how it works, and so we can sort of, even if we have to reverse engineer it or whatever, we should have stat tables. We should be able to see what's actually going on. To need to go out and do what I'm doing right now and write down all the numbers and test it against everything and go back and look at videos and pause it and check it, it's crazy. I mean, this kind of a game, you need to at least have that. You should at least know exactly what's happening. I should know how big my shield is. I have no freaking idea. Like, I can see my armor, right? I don't even know what do I have here. Someone was talking about it today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. That's 21 bars. Yeah, so that's it for... Oh. I see diamonds falling. I'll get them anyway. It's nothing good. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night.